Marriage counseling can be a tricky subject, and there are plenty of tricks in store in the new movie Bad Therapy. Rob Corddry and Alicia Silverstone star as a couple who decide to see a therapist, but don't really know what they're in for. Check this out.
It doesn't mean that there's something wrong with us. It just means that we want to understand each other better. It's totally normal.
It may be totally normal, but why do we need it?
Because we do. Because it's a good idea.
We're fine the way we are. And you talk about money issues, right? We're gonna pay to invite a complete stranger into our lives.
Okay, so I love this movie. There are elements of drama, of dark comedy, a little bit of horror in there. So tell me what your takeaway was when you first read this script.
Yeah, pretty much that. Like I really liked the fact that I couldn't identify the genre of the movie, and which has become sort of a thing these days. So yeah, I got to play a lot of different things, which was neat.
Yeah, so you and your wife, played by Alicia Silverstone, you go to see this couple's therapist, and clearly this therapist needs some therapy of her own. So was it fun or interesting / unsettling to kind of explore this dynamic between the three of you?
You know, it was easier because I've worked with Alicia before. We played husband and wife in a movie, and Michaela and I had played husband and wife before. We're playing a husband and wife on a Unicorn now.
Yeah.
So like anything that would potentially be unsettling was not an issue.
Yeah. So let's talk about the Unicorn for a second. Such a great show. It's being called one of the best shows, a best series of the year.
Oh,
you
great.
play Forrest, kind of like this really sweet, laid back guy. It's nice to see that side of you. You know, we see you in a lot of dark comedy roles.
Yeah.
So is that one of the reasons you wanted to take this part?
He is just a very interesting guy, and
Yeah.
and it's something that no, I don't usually get to play, and
Yeah. I
that's
love
one
the
of the main
dynamic.
reasons I want to do it.
I love
What's
the dynamic between the two of you and the relationship, just kind of exploring the relationship with the two of you. Because, you know, I'm married, I got 3 kids. You go through stuff. You know, I think that, you know, episodes that I was watching, you were unemployed, trying to find a job. And you, from your perspective, you're thinking, I'm here for her. She comes home. I have stuff for her. And you get kind of both perspectives, which is one of the things that I love about that show.
Yeah, that episode, that's wild because, like, yeah, that happens so much in a marriage, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you think you're doing something great when really the person is like, I hate every second you're around me right now.
I shouldn't be laughing so hard at that, but yeah, I agree with you. It does happen.
That's marriage.
Yeah, that's marriage. All right, well, let's talk about medical police. So fans of Children's Hospital are really excited about medical police. Tell me about where this idea came from. They're cops, they're police officers, they're Dr. Cops. Tell me the story.
Dr. Cops was tossed around as a title. Yeah, it follows 2 doctors from Children's Hospital, played by Erin Hayes and Rob Hubel, and they are sort of recruited by this Black Ops division of the CDC to, ironically now, track down and cure a virus before it gets too out of control.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of doctors, you are doing your part helping healthcare workers with Funny You Should Mask. Tell me a little bit about Funny You Should Mask and how we can find more information.
It's a sort of online benefit where comedians interview doctors and nurses who are on the front lines of this pandemic. And it started off as a video project where I had a bunch of my funny friends make videos to sort of lift the spirits of these people because they're exhausted, you know, overworked, under-resourced, and their spirits are sagging. And they're not going to stop trying to help us. They've always got our back, but I want them to at least feel a little better while they're doing it. And so it started there, and it turned into this thing for this benefit for Project Cure, which has already donated $3 million worth of PPEs to hospitals in need.
It seems like you're spending your time wisely getting involved in that capacity. So thank you for all you're doing, and thanks for entertaining us. And Bad Therapy is on demand now, so go check it out, everybody.
Yeah.